Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our show. I'm Colleen Anderson.
And I'm Nancy Jurek.
And this is Perfect Pair. So I think I proved my point that I'm not a part of Perfect Pair. I refer to myself as the imperfect member of Perfect Pair. So I just proved it. So I think being imperfect is a thing. So I looked it up.
Yeah.
And there's a big movement afoot in the world around eating imperfect food. And I found an embarrassing statistic, which is 87% of Americans would eat imperfect food if they were given a choice, like a banana with a bruise on it or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, that means 13% of Americans would not eat it.
That's bizarre.
That's
like it tastes
scary.
the same.
I know. So anyway, I'm imperfect. And Nancy's perfect.
Sure. Yep, just so perfect. But in that case, welcome to Imperfect Pair. I hope you're having a great morning. If you're watching on YouTube, please hit subscribe. If you're watching on Facebook, please give us hearts and likes and all that jazz. So we appreciate you being here. Yeah. So anyway, quilts on set. We'll start with that. Well, first of all, let me introduce our producer this morning, Mr. HP.
There he is. Morning, HP.
There he is.
Hey, everybody.
You know why he comes? Because this show has great treats.
We do have great treats.
It's all about the treats.
It's all about the treats.
I know what shows to get on.
Yeah, you do.
That's
yeah,
right.
You do.
You get first pick.
Yes.
Behind Mr. HP, we'll start with that one, is the Quinn pattern. And that is from the new Stripology Quickies book.
Love it.
The fabric that it's made with is called Serena Shores, and it's a pre-order, and it's expected in November.
I love
Hopefully that happens, maybe. But yeah, it's Quinn and it's beautiful.
I haven't made Quinn. It's on my list.
It's one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Frankie, I think, is my favorite in the new
I
book.
love it.
But
I
do really
love Frankie.
Quinn. Behind us is, that one, Strip Cocoon. There you go. And that's been a really great quilt to do lately. We've been doing that a lot for Sewing for a Cause.
We have fun block to make.
Yeah. And then behind Colleen is another Strip Cocoon. That one is scheduled to be donated.
Yes, it
That's one
is.
of the Sewing for a Cause ones. And then behind me is a Stella.
I love that.
Yeah.
You know what? I love the plaid in that, Stella. What a fun. I just wanted to see both of us go really far.
It's hard to figure
But
it
I
out.
do love the plaid, and plaid is somewhat unexpected and scary to use because people are worried it doesn't line up, and it looks spectacular.
It looks great in a Stella, so don't have to worry about it. All right. We have some national days.
We absolutely do, and they are National Leathercraft Day. Have you ever done leathercrafting?
I haven't.
Well, there's a 4-H project in there for you
There
somewhere.
is. I saw some at the county fair. They did a
did
very
too.
nice job.
I did too, yeah. National Relaxation Day, which I'm all over that. I
Heck
love
yeah.
that.
Go get a massage.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Sounds good, sounds good. And National Lemon Meringue Pie Day.
Ooh.
I love that idea.
Do you like lemon meringue?
I do, but I don't really like pie crust very much. So I just eat
Oh.
I eat the pie filling, and then I give the crust to Jeff, and then he eats the crust.
Interesting.
It's the perfect relationship.
I'm a crust guy when it's good and buttery.
When it's really good
Yeah.
crust, absolutely.
I like lemon meringue pie, but I feel like the meringue ratio to pie crust is like there's too much meringue. I need more pie crust.
No such thing.
Agreed.
Couldn't be too much meringue. Could not be. Could not happen.
All right. So since it is lemon meringue day, or lemon meringue pie day, I made my recipe. Actually, Matt made my recipe this week, and it is graham wafer lemon bars.
Yum.
So I went with that lemon theme, and these are really, really good. I had to make the recipe 2 pages. I'm sorry. But they're really good, really easy to make. I still had Matt make them, though. And this is what they look like. You just take some graham crackers. There's sweetened condensed milk involved, lots of lemons, 4 lemons total, I believe he used.
Oh, yeah.
But it's good. And it's very sweet. So those of you who know me know I have a sweet tooth, and I'll always choose sweet food and drinks. So
Love it.
it's very good.
It's really good. Lots of lemon.
This show today.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
You get the drinks and the food.
Yes.
You're
Love
lucky.
it. Love it.
So I recommend you make it. It's really good.
It
You
is
just
really good.
Stick it in the fridge. It'll last a while. So, all right. This past month has been, it's been insane with the county fair and 4-H. So I have a boatload of pictures to show you all. So first up, we have little Elsa. She's working our food stand.
Look how happy she looks.
Yes, she and Oscar really did a great job this year. They did not complain. It was hot out, it was busy, and they were just such good sports.
It was
about
dang hot.
Yeah. And Clara, she also worked the food booth, but she did not want to work with us because she's very cool.
Way too cool.
Way
cool
too
for
cool.
you.
But yeah, then that's Clara and Elsa's constructed clothing projects. Both got champions. So I'm very happy for them.
Look how cute
Look
they
at,
look.
that's like the closest they've been in ages. So.
since Elsa was a baby.
Pretty much, yep. Yep, and Clara decided she's bringing that dress to the state fair. So
that
if
photo.
you
That's
stop at
great.
the Minnesota State Fair, go into the 4-H building, and maybe you'll see it.
This is a beautiful picture of her.
Thanks, I took it.
Nice job, Mom.
Yeah, we got ready and went out and got some pictures. She needed something for her booklet for the state fair, so
Love it.
yeah. Then that was our club banner that we got champion on, so that will also be at the state fair in the
Nice.
4-H building. Oscar's not old enough to go to the state fair yet, but he got a reserve champion on his indoor gardening. He
Nice.
loves plants. I don't know where he gets it because it's not from me, but he's great with plants. And that is Oscar's quilt he made. He used the supersized steamy windows and the Calm Waters bundle we had a while ago. So he made that.
It's beautiful. It is beautiful.
Yeah, and then those are the quilts the girls made. On top is Clara's Kimberly. She got champion on that. And then Elsa made a quilt based off of the book, The Little Ghost Who Was a Quilt. And
I
she
love
got
it.
Court of Honor, which is like a, what is it compared to? I cannot think of words today. But honorable mention, that's what it's
Okay.
like.
Okay.
But yes. And then that is the quilt I entered in the open class, and I got first place.
Nice. It is so pretty.
Yeah, my Haldora. So, yeah.
Eldora.
So I was pretty happy about that one because I feel like county fair judges are tough,
Yes, they are.
and the competition is really tough.
Yes, it
And
is.
So I was happy I got any ribbon. So
It's beautiful.
How
There are a
about you?
lot of entries from your family in the fair. They're beautiful.
yes, we had a lot in the 4-H building. That was
Yes.
only a handful.
Yeah.
So it was a
Nice.
busy summer.
Well, I live vicariously through people around me, so I'll continue telling stories about your family. My first picture is Elsa with the kitty. Colleen won. There it is. Look
Yes.
at her. It was so hot. She had just done her little speech of the caring for a pet.
Yep, she did an entry in the pet show. So that was a day where kids could bring their pets and talk about them and get a ribbon or whatever.
So cute.
Yeah, yep. So that's her cat, Sugar.
And Sugar and Elsa have the same blue eyes. I should have gotten a better picture, but it's such a cute. They're perfect together.
Yes.
Next up, my son Will in the center there with his new bride Catherine on his right, and her family took them to Mexico. So I got to see pictures of them in Mexico.
Almost as good as
I know,
going.
they call me regularly from wherever they are, so that's nice. Then they tell me they miss me.
Oh, that's sweet.
And then closer to home, look at those two producers there, Mr. KP on the left and Mr. GP on the right. They're producing our newest show, So Great Saturday, and that was so fun, and they are such good sports. Now, we added a segment to So Great Saturday, by the way, which is them doing their own poll, and it was
Yeah.
fabulous. So,
Yeah, Geesley, or Mr. GP, pulled this past one, didn't he? Or
Yeah, both of them did.
Okay, both of them
Well,
did.
for One Yard Wednesday,
Oh,
the
gotcha.
fabric, all the fabric on One Yard Wednesday this week was selected by Mr. GP, but on the So Great Saturday show, they each did a poll, and it was really good. So
Yeah.
check that out if you haven't seen it. And I've been doing a little handwork in wool. So these will be bookmarks. They're little squares about 3 by 3, and they're closed on 2 ends and open on 1 end, so you can just fit that onto the corner of your page. And
do you
so,
mean closed on 2 ends, open on 2 ends? Since they're squares?
No, they're
Oh.
closed, so they fit on your book. I'll bring one.
Okay.
So you can,
I'm confused.
yeah, because they need to. You don't want the front and the back to just fall off
Yeah,
of each
you're
other.
right.
So there's
Okay.
closed on two sides, left, top and right, and then they're open on left and bottom. So
Okay.
they sit on your page.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. We got it figured
Oh
out.
my gosh, now I'm sweating. Oh my gosh. And then next up, we are doing a little, what I call camping in what I call the old folks home on wheels. Right there, and so we'll be doing a little bit of that coming up. We haven't done nearly enough, but we'll be heading out soon. So, the old folks home on wheels, I'll keep you updated on that.
That's a great name for
I'm
it.
jealous. I want that.
I know, it looks really nice.
It's really fun. It's really
I
fun.
did that once, and it was awesome.
Air conditioning, heat, fridge.
Toilet?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That's the most
yeah.
important part.
yes. So shower you. It's all there. It's all there.
Good, good. All right, so last month, Kara did an awesome demonstration on English paper
She
piecing,
did.
or
Oh, my
EPP
goodness.
for short. Yeah,
Yes.
it was great. I learned so much. I still don't know if I'm going to venture into it, but I feel more confident if I did. We had a question that we had you answer on Facebook or YouTube that said, have you ever done EPP, and what is your favorite thing you've made? So we drew 3 winners, and they are Joyce McCoy. She said, I love EPP. I have a quilt made with 1-inch hexies that I'm quilting by hand. It's all CAFE fabrics.
Oh.
Do I say that
Yeah.
right? CAFE? Okay.
Cave facet.
Yes. So 1-inch hexies, that's impressive.
Yes.
More power to you. Our second winner is Judy Mancini. She says, I've never tried EPP, but after Kara's EPP demo, I'm excited to try it.
It is fun, and you can do little things and put them on clothing, and a quilt. I have a hard time finishing a quilt that's got
million
Amelie
with-
supersized.
Oh, yeah.
but but I aspire to being able to do something that's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how you can fussy cut and really get some of those more
Images
fun
in there.
images.
Yes,
Yeah, exactly.
for sure.
And then our third winner is Deborah Yeski. She says, I have done EPP, took a little class to learn it, got about 8 flowers done, and then passed them on to a friend. Maybe someday I might pick them up again. I get it. And I like that you passed them on instead of just stored them somewhere to be
languishing in a
forgotten.
box somewhere.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep, so congrats to you 3. Yay! And then we have a very special winner. Last month we announced that we would be giving away a Yazzie bag as a prize as well for anyone who posted a picture to be entered in the drawing. So the winner of the Yazzie bag, here it is, I'll show it. Here's the Yazzie bag. It is the craft folding kit, which we figured was a great gift for your hand stitching stuff.
EPPers.
So-
Yes, ma'am.
Our winner is Sue Willoughby,
Look at that.
and this is the quilt she made. And she says, love EPP. Here is my long-term project, the Tula Nova. She received a ribbon at the county and state fair last year. So I thought that was so impressive. It's beautiful, and so much work went into that. So
Congratulations, Sue.
great job, Sue.
And she's a nice person.
Is she?
I
I don't
happen
know
to know
her.
her. I do. Yeah. Not that we only give to nice people, but
It helps.
and I think it does help.
And then I just wanted to show off some more pictures of this bag, just because Yazzie is so generous to donate it. So there's just a simple picture of it. Sue is getting the purple one, but I just have pictures of a blue one.
Look at that.
It holds so much, and
Love it.
yeah,
Love it. Love it.
so
Nice
it's
zipper
perfect.
pouches. Wow.
Yeah, so that should
Fun.
hold all your EPP stuff, Sue.
I would have to get like 17 of these because I've got 17 hand projects on the go. I need a tote for my Yazzie bag cap,
Yep.
but I love these. They're really,
Yeah, they're really handy to have, even if you don't put
I
so
thought
much.
I was the only one that said 17 for everything.
Really? No, 17.
Yeah.
That's it. At least 17.
We had so many great submissions for the EPP projects that I just wanted to show a slideshow of all of them that I received. Just commend you all on your hard work.
Thanks,
because
everybody.
EPP is hard, or at least time consuming. So I appreciate it. So thank you all for submitting pictures.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Wasn't that fun? Are you
Yes.
inspired to do paper piecing?
I want to try a small project, maybe those ornaments.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't think I could commit to a big old
A quilt?
quilt.
No.
Or even a wall hanging seems kind of overwhelming.
An ornament? I'm all over ornaments.
Yes.
I think I could do that.
I could do that. Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Well, this morning we'll do some more handwork in just a second. I can't wait to see what you have. But let's start with our favorites. First up are do I need to pause here or just keep talking?
No,
just
you
keep
don't.
talking. Are there any words I should not say? No, I should. So my favorite tool this morning is the GE organizing stickers. If you don't have the organizing stickers, this is what they look like. I'll put them down on the table. How about that, HP? So the organizing stickers are magic. They're the same type of stick as our arrow stickers, our ruler stickers, which means that they're removable, they're replaceable. You can pick them up and move them to another part of your ruler, your mat, or your book, or whatever you like. Or, as in my example here, I have these on some of our jumbo clips. Now, they're really magic when you've got a lot of things going on and you need to know which is row A, or which is column 2, or which is the 2-inch strip, and really help keep you organized. So in addition to the 3 colors, there are some blank spots here. So if you've got a 5 and 7/8 you can just write that in there,
Mm-hmm.
put it on your clip and clip it together. And especially when you have a project that has lots and lots of pieces, these organizing stickers are so helpful.
Yeah, I think those will be especially helpful if you're doing any of the tilde
Oh my gosh, yes.
patterns, or what is the other one? Elizabeth Hartman.
Yes.
She also has a lot of pieces. So,
Right.
yeah, those will be really helpful. And even some of Gudrun's patterns.
Yes.
I found helpful, like
And
the
bag
Sammy.
patterns. And if you're going to do the tilde and you're going to do the stripologizing, you're going to quickly get a bunch of pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll be super accurate and you'll be very efficient, but you want to clip them together so in the middle you're not looking for where is the 2 and 2.
Yep,
four,
and having to
3?
remeasure
By
them to make sure.
Yes, every time.
Yep.
So, yes, grab those organizing stickers for
Yes,
sure.
absolutely. They're awesome. My favorite is the new Stripology quilting case. I am so excited about this.
Yes.
I know Gudrun worked really hard. When I started about 3 years ago, it was still kind of in the works, and even then I was pumped. So now it's finally, to me, come to fruition. Is that the right word?
It's fruited. Yes, absolutely.
And I could not be more excited. It's even better than I expected, and it's wonderful. And I know the price point is a little high for some, and that's understandable. But it is quality.
Absolutely.
And it will not fall apart, and it does
Yes.
have a warranty. So,
So is a Rolls Royce.
Rolls Royce, yeah. And those are great
and
cars.
who doesn't want one?
Yep. So
I'm gonna get one.
So yeah, and you'll use it over and over again, and I am so excited. I hope I get to use one for the retreat I go to in November, but I don't think it'll be in
Fingers
stock.
crossed. I took the prototype when we went to Duluth,
Oh yeah.
and I took all my demoing stuff, and it's 8 pounds and a little bit empty, so it's really lean, empty, and it was comfortable with the wool mat and all the rulers and all the fabric and all the stuff that I needed to demo at the show.
Yeah.
So I did have to hide it under the table, but 'cause people couldn't see it. But I loved using it, so I know that you'll love it too.
Yes, I am just so excited. So I hope that you guys share my excitement with it. So, and then also I want to address. I saw a lot of comments about people wanting wheels for it, and we did discuss that as a group. But it would make it tippy, number one, and also wheels tend to get damaged far quicker than like the rest of the case, and we just didn't want that.
Right.
And it would make the profile bigger.
Right.
We didn't want that either, so that's why we didn't do it. But I think there are things you can order.
Absolutely, you
to,
can
like,
put it on
wheel
a
it.
cart of all kinds. So
Yeah, or like just be careful stuffing it because don't make it too heavy.
right, for sure.
But yes, so that is my very favorite thing. I'm very excited about
Yay!
it. So.
Jennifer's going to order her case
Yay!
today. Have you ordered yours yet?
Not yet.
I have to order mine.
I know. I can't wait.
I know. It's my Christmas present to me from me.
Good.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah. Yeah. Mine's probably the same.
By the time Christmas gets here, I'll be surprised because I won't remember what it is. So.
I'll be like, oh yeah, here
Oh
it is.
yes, I love that. I love that idea.
All right. So moving on, we have our perfect picks, and that is where we pick a fabric line and a pattern to go with it. For usually an imaginary quilt, we will make. Sometimes it turns out.
Sometimes it's the real thing.
Sometimes it's the real thing. So my perfect pick this week is the Stella pattern, and it is from Stripology Mixology 1. I'll put it on the, there you go.
I love
So there
Stella.
you go. Yep, it's one of my favorites. I have a lot of favorites, so that's not saying a lot, but it's a beautiful quilt, and I just like how it looks so put together. And the fabrics I chose for it, sorry, you can go back to the overhead, is from the Stephanie line. So I will just go through that. Stephanie is from Clockworks. It's a 12-piece bundle. And so it starts out with that dark, kind of that navy, with those bright oranges and pinks. And I just love it. And another navy background with smaller scale of those flowers. Oops. And then the last navy with an even smaller scale. I like how it has so many different scales.
I do too.
And then this one I really like. It's a little unexpected with the goldfish, but I love it.
I do
It's just, it adds a little bit more character.
I do too. I love it.
Then we have the orange. It's a beautiful orange.
Love orange.
Yeah. And then this kind of dusty pink.
Pretty.
Those flowers. And then this smaller scale pattern with vines and leaves. And then another one with just a different colorway. And then a very light pink
Love that.
with those flowers. This is kind of a cream background with those orange flowers. And then another one of those. I love this one, just like the little pink dots in there with the blue.
I do too.
And then I think this is my favorite piece out of it, that white background with those flowers. It's so pretty. So this is Stephanie from Clothworks.
How fun.
Yeah, so I think that would make a beautiful Stella.
I love Stella. I love Little Stella.
Yes.
I love that one too.
Yep. So
Awesome. So my pick this time is Strip Cocoon, and here's the pattern. Strip Cocoon is a single pattern, and there are instructions for crib, lap, twin, full. So 4 sizes: crib, lap, twin, full, and queen. It's also a great block that you could use in pretty much anything, including a garment. Let's see. How unexpected is that?
Wow.
Look at you, Mr. HP. Look at you.
Yeah.
So that is Strip Cocoon made into a vest by our talented Karn right there. Look at how
Yep.
cool that is. So, in fact, I found this on GE Designs Facebook group, and someone commented on your ability to match your seams across the zipper there.
good job,
Good
HP.
job. I wanted to say, are you kidding me? But I just let it go because I want you to have all the glory right there. But
I'm just saying.
you know, just goes to show you what a fun and funky block this is. And I also wanted to feature this because it's flannel. And so so my bundle today actually is a flannel bundle. So let me show you that. It's called New Forest Winter Flannel, and it's just beautiful. Now, I love quilting with flannel. My only advice here would be to be sure you don't take too small of a seam allowance, because you'll start this with by spinning your seam in that very center of your block. And so let me show you the back of one. So this is going to be, you'll spin this seam. So this is a beautiful seam allowance. Just don't be too stingy with yourself, because you'll need that seam allowance.
So you would suggest a full 1/4 inch instead of a
I think
stamp?
so. And then whatever size your block is, I mean, they'll all be the same, and they'll be perfect.
Yeah.
So I love this. Now, this is one of the blocks that is not intended to be squared up at the end. So just be really good with your cutting and your piecing, and you'll be awesome. This is Lewis and Irene flannel. It's beautiful.
I
Beautiful.
really like this
A
one.
little bit of bumbleberries in here to give it a little calming. Yeah, so it's got the large scale in the birds and this vegetation, and then smaller scales in the vines and
Nice.
these. And here's another bumbleberry. Give us a little light balance.
Yeah.
Nice. And then another one of those vines with the little berries. And another large scale, the birds and the berries. So pretty. And have you ever made a flannel quilt?
No, I haven't, now that you mention it.
Well, gosh, it's about time then.
I know. I love flannel.
And I love this green because it's just a little unexpected. So it gives you that pop of color. So this would be fun in Strip Cocoon. It would also be fun in Dina. You could pull this out as your accent. I think you get plenty of blocks out of here. So all kinds of fun ideas, but this would make a great Strip Cocoon.
Yes, it would. And I don't often think of Strip Cocoon as an option for flannel quilts, but it really is. We've made a few, not we,
Yes.
she's made a few, out of Strip Cocoon, and it works really well, and it looks beautiful.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, Strip Cocoon's a great option for flannels.
I love it. Love it. And if you're using good flannel, it's going to have all the qualities of your quilting cotton. It's not going to be stretchy. It's not going to pill and all that stuff that the older flannel might have, or the more the less quilt shop quality flannel.
Question.
Yeah.
Do you pre-wash the flannel? I don't. I don't really pre-wash anything.
Same.
I don't pre-wash quilt shop quality flannel. So, how's that?
Very good answer. All right. So next up we have our temperature quilts.
Oh my goodness,
Yes.
these are so cool.
So we just finished July, so we're more than halfway through. And I, unfortunately, due to my busy month, did not get my month done. So shame on me.
It's okay.
Oh well, but
You will.
I will. And a lot of you did, and so I just want to show some of your pictures. They look great. I love that you guys are submitting these. So this is temperature quilt from Carol. She's doing 2 of them. This one's from 1954. It looks great, Carol. Good job. So ambitious to do 2 at one time. Yeah. I know Gudrun's working on 2.
Gudrun's working on 2 also, yeah.
It's crazy.
64 and 2. It's a significant,
Yeah.
significant year.
This one is from Judy. She did 1961, and she is already finished. It looks amazing. Great
Cool
job.
border.
I love that border. It's really fun. And then this is from a different Judy, Judy C. Looks like she's doing great. She's just doing the single background like me, so good job. And then the upside down ones are precipitation, I assume. Oh, that's the back of Judy's finished one.
Nice.
Yeah.
So she did the echo or the stitch in the ditch or something.
Yep.
It looks like.
Yep.
Beautiful.
With a minky, it looks like. So awesome. It must be super comfortable. And then this is Lori's temperature quilt. I really like it. I like how it kind of fades. Like,
Yes.
obviously any temperature
A
quilt
lot
is
of
likely
value
to do
change
that.
in her
but-
color.
Exactly. Thank you.
You're
Excellent
welcome.
words, Colleen.
Thank you.
It looks great. And then this one is from Nancy. This is from the year she was born, and it's from South Dakota temperatures. So that's beautiful
amazing.
too.
It's beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah. So great job, everyone. Is that all of them? Yeah. Okay, perfect.
Wow. Nice.
Wonderful.
Nice.
I appreciate you guys submitting it. If you are working on a temperature quilt, no matter where you are in the process, we'd still love to see it. On Facebook, you can hashtag GETempQuilt, and that'll help us find it easier, so we can showcase it on the show.
Yeah.
So
Fun.
yeah, we'd love to see
I'm
it.
still tempted. I haven't taken the plunge. I'm working on a temperature scarf.
Okay.
So maybe, I'll get.
It's a good first step.
Move that along first.
But yes, we would love to see all of your work. All right, so today's special topic.
I'm excited.
So last month, Kara did something that she loved to do, which is English paper piecing. And this month, I am doing my own hand stitching favorite project called Sashiko.
Love it.
So some people call it Sashiko, and I did for a long time, and then it was corrected. So I guess it's Sashiko. But if you say it's Sashiko, it's okay. I won't judge you.
Yeah. We don't judge. We don't judge.
So I just wanted to explain first kind of what it is. So it is a form of hand stitching that was developed in Japan a long time ago. And they started stitching it for the purpose of mending clothes. So a lot of the poorer people obviously didn't have enough money to keep replacing clothes. And so they would take pieces of clothing, patch it, and they used this form of stitching called Sashiko. And so it's transformed over time to be more decorative now than it was, instead of functional, I guess. But there's several different kinds of Sashiko. The most common, okay, so there's 2 forms of decorative that I could not pronounce, and so I did not put it in this presentation because I don't want to butcher the language. But the original kind of form was called boro, and that was more for mending clothes and keeping them together. So they would patch it, and eventually they would patch it so much it just became these odd pieces of fabrics that formed like a coat or pants or something. So I have a few examples.
That's cool.
Yeah, so that's like a really pretty form of boro. I feel like these are Sashiko. Maybe not. Okay.
That's cool.
But yeah, these are more modern forms of boro. And then there is an old picture, or a picture of an old coat from a long time ago. That is boro, and see how it kind of just blends into just a bunch of
It's patchwork now.
patchwork. Yep, exactly. So,
Beautiful.
so it's beautiful and functional, and that's really great. And now it's kind of evolved more into decorative. So I have some pictures of more modern Sashiko. There we go. So there's lots of different designs. If you notice, it's always, not always, but most common on blue fabric with white thread. And that's because back in the day in Japan, the poorer people weren't allowed to wear bright colors. And so they had plenty of indigo fabric. And so they just patched together all their indigo fabric. And there was also laws about wearing patterns no larger than a grain of rice, or with stripes that were no thicker than straw. So we think, people think, scholars think, that this was the origin of Sashiko. So that is why it looks like it does. So I just want to show you, I want to do a little demo and give you some
really
information.
Beautiful. It's really beautiful.
Yeah, so first of all, I'm going to show you what I have in my Sashiko bag, basically. So I have, it's nice because it all fits in a pretty small bag. So number one, I have the Sashiko I'm working on.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, and it comes printed. So there's a printed design for me to follow. Then I have what used to be a lot more thread, but this is my Sashiko Thread. And then I have the pattern, and I'll show you how to do that later. I have a scissors, a small scissors. And then I have various thimbles. And it took me a while to figure out what thimbles work for me. I like these because they're grippy. And then this one is nice to push that needle through. So my fingers don't get sore. So that's
Nice.
that's what's in my Sashiko
Open that up
toolkit.
so we can see it.
Yeah, it's messy, but so
It's
that's where I've gotten
beautiful.
so far.
Beautiful.
So it's one of the more complicated ones. So that's why it's taken me a little bit. But yeah, and then I thought I'd be cool and stitch on the opposite side of the print because I was worried the print wouldn't come off, but it comes off very easily with water or sweaty hands. So you can use it face up and it's no big deal. But yes,
That's good to know.
yeah.
It's beautiful. What will you do with it?
So I would like someday, because I have a whole bunch of panels that I've completed, and I hope to complete a lot more. Someday I'd like to do a quilt out of it. I'm not sure how that'll work out because they're such big pieces and I don't want the quilting to take away from the design. I'm still figuring that out, but I just love doing it, so it's really fun. The kits we have, and actually a lot of kits that you can get for Sashiko, are actually 2 layered. So I sew through both of them, both layers. Let me move that. I sew through both layers just to give it more sturdiness, I guess. But if you wanted, you could just do 1 layer and then make it like a pillowcase or something like that. So
And I
that's an
suppose
option.
the wrong side would be covered if you went through just 1 layer.
Yeah, it would actually. You're right. Yes, so the side that your knots are on or whatever would be covered. So
It's beautiful.
yeah, so I'll give you a quick demo. First, I want to show you how I prep the thread. So here it is. So your thread will come like this, and you take this off. And is there a scissors over there I can borrow? Thank you. So it'll come wrapped. I don't know if you can see, but there's a tiny little thread kind of holding all the layers together, or all the pieces. I don't know how to talk with thread or yarn. So you'll hold it by that end with that knot, and then you will cut at the bottom, just like that. And then I'm going to have Colleen hold up there, and then you'll braid it. And this is so it stays organized and doesn't get tangled. So you'll just, and it's a loose braid. Now I'm suddenly forgetting how to braid. Here we go. We'll go like that. So you just loosely braid it. Do that quick. And if you saw my previous one, it was loosely braided. Used to have a lot more threads in it.
This is a great idea though so your skein doesn't get all twisted on itself and
Exactly. There's nothing worse than dealing with
oh gee
knotted
whiz.
thread and
Yeah.
stuff like that. All right, so you braid it like that, and then when you're ready to use a piece of thread, you just pull one out of here.
How many strands are there?
You know, that's a great question. I don't know the answer to that.
Okay. Oops.
Sorry, this knot
17.
got weird on me. I'm just going to cut it for the sake of this. Normally I leave that knot in one piece. I'm sorry, I'm off the screen. But it's giving me
It's
trouble.
tight, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
So then you just pull
Magic.
and it stays. And then for the most part, your braid should stay put. My braid I have in my current thread has been lasting for years. I've been
Love
working
it.
on that one.
Should I put the scissors away?
Yes, please, thank you. So that's what you do with the thread. And then I want to talk to you about the instructions. I don't know if I can get a close enough look. Put it upside down. There we go. So all the instructions are in Japanese, which I don't speak, unfortunately. But really all you need is this, and then it has numbers with what order you do it in. So this one is telling me I first do that border, and then I do all of the diagonals in one way, and then I do all the diagonals in another way. And it's important to follow these instructions because with the more complicated ones, it's easy to miss a section. So to do it that methodical way, it really just helps make sure you don't miss anything. So I'll do a quick stitch. I really like using the needle minders to keep track.
I love that needle minder. We have that in inventory.
We
that
do.
Particular needle minder.
Yes, and a quilt block one too, I think.
Yes.
So how you get started, I knotted the end of my thread. Do that. Some people don't, and that's fine too. So basically, you just follow these stitches, and it's all the same stitches. Sorry, it's all the same stitches, and it's just a simple running stitch. And I don't know if it's picking up on the camera or not, but and you put on a whole bunch of stitches. I just lost them. And then you just pull through, just like that.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah. And you keep them kind of loose. You don't want it really tight because then your fabric will bunch.
Mm-hmm.
And you also don't use a hoop like you would with embroidery or anything like that.
Nice.
So it's nice to just bring wherever. You can fold it up.
Yeah.
It's just a really good slow stitch. Again, good for the hockey rink. Good
Yes.
For lacrosse practice.
The car.
The car. I keep it in my car because I just drive my kids around when I'm not at work. So
Yeah.
that's all I do.
Someone asked what kind of thread you use.
Yes, so I want to talk about the thread. I use special Sashiko thread, and it's different than embroidery thread. And let me tell you why. Mainly it's in their twist construction that they're different. So the Sashiko thread is more tightly twisted, and you use the entire thread, whereas embroidery thread is looser, and you're meant to like take out strands is the word.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they're different. You can use embroidery thread. It's just not true Sashiko. Mm-hmm. But hey, we're not the police. You do what you want to do. So yeah, it's tightly twisted and intended to be part of the fabric. So it's 100% cotton. It's not shiny. And over time, it's intended to become part of that garment or whatever you're making, since they're both cotton, the fabric and the thread. So that's why. And then they'll wear down together equally as well. So I hope that answers your thread question.
Absolutely.
I also wanted to talk about the needles. There's special Sashiko needles as well. They are different than embroidery needles just because they are stronger. They won't bend because you want to be loading that needle up with all your stitches. They're very sharp, and then they also have a bigger eye for that thicker thread. So could you use 12 weight? Go for it. Okay. Could you use 12 weight Sulky on a spool? If you want to. It won't be true Sashiko, but that's fine.
Won't be the traditional one.
Yeah, it'll still be beautiful, I'm sure.
Hey, we have permission to say that even Michael can learn.
Even Michael
Sashiko
can do Sashiko,
so
which is saying a lot.
That's saying a lot. No, he's a talented guy, but It is it's very calming.
Yeah.
That handwork, that rhythm.
Yeah, and since it's all the same stitch, like I don't lose my place. I don't have to look at instructions. I can watch TV. I mean, mainly I'll watch shows I've already seen or movies I've already seen, so I don't have to pay too much attention. But it's nice to just chill out and do. And if you're tired of looking at screens, which
For sure.
I get tired
For
of,
sure.
it's nice to just do something else.
I would think it would be more fun for me than hand quilting, where you've got to do teeny weeny stitches, and it might go up and down. So I think it would be easier for me hand wise to do.
Yep, exactly.
Cool.
So yeah.
Where can you get the kits, the thread, and the printed patterns?
Well, you're in luck. We happen to sell it here at GE Designs. We have 5 different panels. We have a coaster kit, and then we have the needles and thread. So you can get that from our website. I have pictures too of all the different products. So this first one is our needles.
Nice.
Yeah. Maybe. There we go.
There they are.
So those are our Sashiko needles. You get 3 of them, and in most cases you would get more than one. So with other brands. So whenever we go to shows, I always buy Sashiko. Even if I already have it, whatever, I don't care. I always have to buy Sashiko stuff.
Beautiful.
So that was beautiful. Our thread. We only have white. I have seen Sashiko in other colors. I haven't braved doing it yet, though. I'm excited to try it, though.
Fun.
Yeah, and then here's one of the panels.
Love it.
Yeah.
This looks like waves to me.
Yep. It's a popular kind of Japanese pattern. And that one is beautiful. And that one. All of them are beautiful. That one's one of the more complicated ones. So just be aware, but it's beautiful. And then this one is definitely one of the more simpler.
The curvy line isn't more difficult than the straight line?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Just take your time.
Sure.
But
Oh, this is cool.
yeah, and that's a simpler one too.
Looks like a GE block.
It does.
Ingrid or June or I don't know which one it is. Inga. No.
Ingrid.
Ingrid.
There we go. And then this is the coaster kit. The coaster kit does not come with thread or a needle, so be aware of that.
Okay.
But I haven't made any coasters yet, but I really love this kit, so
yeah.
maybe I'll have to grab one. But
Perfect
it's really
project
fun.
for taking in the old folks home on wheels.
You're right. You're right. And
Just
it doesn't
saying.
take up space.
No.
And it's pretty inexpensive. So yeah, it's a good project.
Fun.
I love
Thank you.
Sashiko.
That was an awesome demo.
Yeah.
I learned a lot.
Thank you.
A lot.
Super easy.
You're so smart.
I know. Even my kids could probably do it. Elsa,
I
she's 9.
I see a 4-H project in here.
There's always a 4-H project.
I think you should go to Japan, though. I mean, you've got to go to the source.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, probably work funded, so I can research
Oh,
this
yeah,
more.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
I'm sure it'll fly.
Yeah. We'll put that in the budget. See what we can do.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fun, though. It's regardless. When we had a beginning class recently, and the people in the class were so excited, and we talked about how fun it is to be doing fiber arts of any kind at this time, because anything goes, and there's just so much out there. So, and we are really expanding our offerings at GE. I'm excited about that too.
Yes. Yep. So I'm excited that we're offering this. It's been something I've loved for quite a while. So.
Beautiful.
Let's see. Okay, so this brings us to our question of the month. Okay, do you do any hand stitching, and if so, which kind? And if not, will it be something you try in the future? If you show a picture on Facebook, you don't have to, but we would love to see any projects, hand stitching projects you have going or have done. But either way, if you comment on here on Facebook or YouTube, you are entered to win either a charm pack or a Yazzie bag.
And it's a participation prize, not the best person wins.
Exactly, yes. It's
So-
not a competition.
No.
You know,
Although, who doesn't want a Yazzie bag?
I know, right? They're really great.
They are, yeah. They
But
are
yes,
great
we'd
bags.
love to see pictures. You don't have to submit a picture in order to qualify for the drawing. So just comment. We'd love to see and hear about what you're doing.
Yeah, so much fun.
Yeah. All right. Do we have any questions?
No, that was pretty much.
That was it?
Yeah.
No questions on Sashiko, guys?
Oh my gosh.
Colored thread.
You can, yep. They do make Sashiko colored thread. I have some. I haven't started trying that yet. I'm a little nervous. I don't know why. Just something new. But I am excited to try it. We don't have colored thread yet.
Just
Maybe
white.
someday.
Just
We just
white.
have white. But
Love it.
yeah.
Love it.
Any other?
What fun.
That's it? All right.
What fun.
Yeah, if you end up having any Sashiko questions, you can always email me. Yeah, perfect.
Oh,
Oh,
I need some coasters.
Barbara, you definitely
I was
need
thinking
some
that
coasters.
too.
Yeah.
Actually, I was thinking that.
And you can wash them. Like,
Right.
my issue is we have pets, and so there's hair on everything. It's unavoidable. And so, yeah, washing things is really important to me.
Really required, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, especially a coaster. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
cool.
So, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that is so much fun, and handwork is very popular, going a little slow. So this is the nod to go slow, enjoy the process. So,
Take your time. Yeah.
so what's coming up at GE, you ask?
We have a lot of things coming up.
Oh my goodness, always a ton of things coming up at GE. So first of all, the Stripology Stripology cookies.
I like that idea.
Oh, there we go. That'll be the next book, Stripology Cookies.
It'll be a cookbook.
Stripology Quickies book, they've been signed, sealed, they've all been shipped. So if you haven't received yours, send us an email at help@gequiltdesigns.com and we'll look into your order and see what's up.
Yes.
And but oh my gosh, that has been a fun project,
Yeah.
watching all the signatures and all the packing and all the shipping on that.
Absolutely.
So let us know and post your pictures and what you're planning to make from the book. We love seeing that as well.
Yep.
The London Calling Block was released today, the
Or
newest.
will be.
Or
I
will
don't know
be?
if it has been yet, but
Okay.
it will be
Okay,
released today.
don't know the time of the day. Its release is scheduled for today. We don't know if it's been done
haven't
or
checked
will be
my
done,
email yet.
but it will be happening today. And we got to see the finished quilt, long-armed.
Yes, it's beautiful.
Oh my gosh! So it's not too late to check this out.
Mm-hmm.
On the new Stripology case we talked about, and we love it, and it's beautiful. And hats off to Otley and Gudrun for the design and the project management here. And it's really a gorgeous product, and we're really proud of it. So if you haven't pre-ordered that, check that out. There's some great videos online that show you all about it.
Yeah.
There are installment plans, so if it's the whole thing is not in your budget, you can do it in different ways and make it more affordable. So August 13th,
That's when she talked about it.
talked about it on Tipsy Tuesday. Yeah. The Mia Quilt Along will be August 21st. Mia is one of the patterns from the new book, and it's the pattern that was added to your count if you pre-ordered the book. So you've had that pattern for a little while. So, and every single one of those I see I want to make. So
Me too.
I certainly wanted to do Mia. And then I'm excited to say we will be at the Great Wisconsin Quilt Show. That is September 5th through 7th. Nancy will be there.
I'll be there.
I'll be there.
She'll be there.
Demoing. And Gudrun will be there. We don't know exactly when her lecture will be, but we'll be announcing more details about that. Michael going?
Yep, Michael's going. I think Svana is going.
Svana is going. She doesn't
No,
think so.
maybe not. I don't know.
Maybe no one told you yet. So some GE folks will be there, let's just say.
Yeah.
Are you going, HP?
I don't know.
What? Well, all the better, because when we can do an HP sighting, we get a lot of attention.
That's true.
Yeah, ta-da, surprise. So, and then if you don't have Fam Fest on your calendar, get that on your calendar. The 11th through the 16th, all kinds of events, with the tent sale being on the 14th. And you may be asking, will there be a virtual tent sale? And of course, yes.
Of course.
Of course, yes.
It'll be after.
It'll be after the, yes. So we appreciate all of you who come in person, and all of you who follow us obviously online. We love you all, and I want to make it accessible to all of you. So thank you for that.
And I just want to reiterate that the tent sale itself, you don't need tickets for. It's totally free. It's from 10 to 2 on Saturday, the September 14th. We want you there. We would love to see you. So please say hi and look for some great fabric.
And some chocolate and some other fun things.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
We're going to have food trucks, vendors of other things. Yeah, it's going to be a great time. So please visit us.
Yes. What kind of music will we have at the tent sale,
Good
HP?
question.
I'm not going to tell.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
He's
gosh.
not telling?
Good music.
Good music. Good music. Right on. All right.
All right, well, that's it for today, but our next show will be September 19th at 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. You can join Gudrun tomorrow for Happy Friday at 12 o'clock. And then just keep in mind, we have 5 different shows now. 3 of them are every week. So please tune in, subscribe. We love to see your faces and your comments and your thumbs up.
Yes,
So,
for sure. Hearts. We'll take it.
we'll take it.
And if you have questions, certainly post them. Also help at gequiltdesigns.com and we'll help you out. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it for today. I hope you all have a wonderful day, wonderful weekend.
For sure.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
See you later.
Perfect and imperfect as we may be. Bye-bye.
Bye.